let's start our jack-o'-lanterns. We need cupcakes, brown cupcakes. We will be needed also vanilla frosting, half teaspoon of unsweetened cocoa powder. I have here a Hershey's brand. And three different kinds of, or three different color of Tootsie Roll. I got the orange, the green, and also the brown Tootsie Roll. I really don't know what's the flavor of this green, but it tastes good. So this is what we all needed. And also we need some template. I drew eyes, ears, eyes, nose, and mouth over here. But of course, the eyes you have to make it times 2. So you guys can just copy this one on my YouTube. Draw like this, and then we're gonna trace. Then let's go ahead and cut this. We're cutting. Let's cut the mouth first. You can always make like a jumbo cupcakes also, so your template will be more bigger, because I just made like the ordinary size of the cupcake, so it's kind of tough cutting it or making a design because it's kind of tiny, but I think it's okay. But if you want a jumbo cupcake, you can also make a jumbo cupcake with this kind of jack-o'-lanterns cupcake. Alright, now I got the mouth over here. There you go. Here's all the pieces that I cut for. Yeah, you have to times 2 the eyes. And yeah, of course, I forgot on my first video, forgot to mention that we will be needed orange food coloring, but because I don't have orange food coloring, I got dark red and yellow, and then we're just gonna combine it together. So what we have to do is we get our vanilla frosting, and then put some drop of the dark red color and the yellow color, so we can have a dark orange of frosting. So let's just mix it up. Yeah, if it is not enough orange for you, you can add more. Just keep mixing it until it completely combine, so you can get the desired color that you wanted. I don't know, I always using this bowl. I love this bowl, but it's just kind of hard because it's just soft. It's so soft, so it's kind of hard for me to hold it, and I don't know why I keep always grabbing it and use it for my channel. But there, put more of the food coloring. I think this is good enough. For me, it is orange enough. Alright, and then let's go ahead and put some of our unsweetened chocolate powder. Let's mix it so it will have a little taste of chocolate. I did not put too much chocolate. I only used like a half teaspoon, but if you would like to have more of the taste of the chocolate, you can put up to 1 teaspoon of that unsweetened cocoa powder. Let's just mix this all together. until the powdered chocolate combined to our frosting. Alright, then let's go ahead and get the cupcake. Just frost all those frosting on the top of that chocolate cupcake. You can use any kind of cupcake. If you want a red velvet cupcake, if you want just a ordinary white cupcake, you can use that, because what you're gonna do is cover the whole top of the cupcake with the orange frosting, so it doesn't really matter. But because of I also, on my other video, I made some a haunted house cupcake, and I use a brown or a dark chocolate cupcake, so I use also this dark chocolate cupcake for this video for my jack-o'-lanterns. There you go. We just need to fully, there you go. And here you go, I got here the orange Tootsie Rolls. Tootsie Rolls is always hard, especially during winter time, or if you're here in the United States, it's always hard. But the tip for this is you can use your finger to soften it, or you can put it in the microwave for like 1 to 3 seconds, so it will soften before you form it. So once that your Tootsie Rolls is a little softened, you use this one, the roller, to flatten it, and then we're gonna use this for our to cover the frosting, like the shape of the pumpkin. Yeah, it's kind of it's always like, because it's a candy and it sticks most of the time from your chopping board, and you just need to fold it. So just put it aside, and then let's make more of this. My chopping board is always like keep moving because it's sticking. Alright. You can always put a little spray of oil spray so it will not move. So, okay, there you go. I think we have a whole bunch already. Now, yeah, you just roll it like this, flatten it a little bit, and because it's a chewy Tootsie Roll, chewy candy, it is really elastic. You can stretch it out more. Alright, this one is really stretchy, so this is kind of long, so I decided to cut it into half. And then just make sure both sides are like yeah, just form it, and then let's cut a little bit, like top with a sharp knife. just cover the whole cupcake with this orange Tootsie Rolls. Don't worry about those extra at the side, because eventually we're gonna cut it and shape it. Yeah, stretch a little bit. That's just what we have to do, cover the whole cupcake. Very elastic, so you can cut it into half again and then use the to the other side and the other one to the other side. Or if it is wide, you can always like cut it lengthwise and then stretch it out. Let's keep roll it, and this just one piece of Tootsie Rolls. You guys can see how much we can do, how much we can make a stripe for this. See, you can just stretch it more and more. And then let's go ahead and cut it lengthwise. It's still stretching. How even though you're cutting it, you can see it's still stretching. Alright, then let's cut it into half. Actually, you can cut it by ×3, but we're just gonna cut it into half. I think this will be okay. And let's put that there. Cover the cupcake a little bit more, and we will be done with one cupcake. Don't worry about those excess. We'll cut it later on. Or let your kids cut it later on. They're probably gonna have fun cutting it. Alright, let's go ahead and trim the side. Okay, you can just tuck all those in, those that are still a little bit longer, and okay, then let's have this brown Tootsie Roll, and we're gonna use this as the one like the top of the jack-o'-lantern or the pumpkin. You cut it into half because it's too big. Yeah, just shape it a little bit like this. Let's try to insert it on that top. Yeah. If you think it's not a touching, you can always get some of the frosting. Okay, let's get some of the frosting. Okay, so it will touch and just push it inside. There you go. If there's a little mess like this, that will be fine. You can clean it up later on. You can just get like a Q-tip, wipe it with wet it with a little water, and then just wipe it out those mess of the frosting. So don't worry about those mess. Okay, we have one down over here, and this one, the half of this, we're gonna use this as for the eyes. But of course, we need to make a 2 template or 2 eyes template. First, we're gonna do the brown one. So let's go ahead and trace this. Okay, let's put that on the top. You can always use knife, or it's better if you use scissors, because sometimes knife, it will like kind of will stick on the knife, so it's kind of hard. But scissors, you just cut it and it's much faster. There, and there's the second eyes. Then we need to get the green one, the green Tootsie Roll. Right, let's soften this one first, and then this one will be we're gonna cut the same as this, like the eye, but this one will be goes on the top of the eye, so it's kind of like the eyeballs, our eyeballs. Okay, let's just flatten it. Okay, then there you go. Let's put that template again. Yeah, we're gonna cut those. We're gonna cut the same size as the brown, but after cutting it, as soon as we shape that as the brown eyes also, we're gonna cut it smaller than that, because that will goes on the top of the eyes, on the top of that brown. And let's just cut the there you go. The green one will goes on the top of the brown one. Let's cut like a little slit in here. Got that curve. If you have more spooky eyes or spooky design of the jack-o'-lantern, you guys can go ahead and use that. That will be more funnier, because I only got like 4 designs. You can make a lot more designs, different kinds of spooky jack-o'-lantern decoration. There, you don't need to make it like perfectly done or perfectly curve or cut like this, because it's using a Tootsie Roll, because it's sticky. It's really kind of hard to do it, but it's fun. It's sticky, but it's fun to do it. It's kind of hard, but it's fun. There you go. We got one eyes over here. You can use your finger, you can use your finger to form it. Now let's just put that eyes right there. And then we're gonna do the same thing also with the other eye. So same procedure, same template. Okay, here we go. Here's the second one. It's not that perfect, but it's okay. It's a spooky one, so that's totally alright. Okay, we got the eyes over here. Now let's go ahead and let's do the nose. So that's a tiny nose. Let's go grab that piece of brown Tootsie Roll. Okay, let's remove all this mess. Let's put the template and just go ahead and cut it with the scissors. Grab that green piece, tiny one. Put it on the top of that brown one. So in all templates that you have, you're gonna do the same thing as this. The brown one first. You cut the brown one first, and then you cut the green one, the green Tootsie Roll, but you have to cut it a little smaller, and then you put it on the top of that brown one. Okay, next will be the mouth. Yep, there's like a mix of green, so we need to flip it over. There, we're getting there. We're almost done with this mouth, the brown one. Alright, we'll put the other template so we can measure and we can trace it. Let's cut the excess. Then we're gonna do some green for the top. Alright, let's cut all the excess, shape it with the knife, with the use of our knife or with our finger. We just need to be careful. I think this is good enough. There, now we're done. Maybe you can ask your kids to put it on the pumpkin so they can place that spooky mouth, spooky teeth in there. there you go. There we got one down in here. Here is the first one that we did, that we just finished. And then here's all the pumpkins, the 4 pumpkins, the 4 jack-o'-lantern pumpkins that I made. Alright, enjoy with your kids doing this. Have a good day. Happy Halloween!